Welcome to the South Atlanta Hornets BuzzTV.
The broadcast that spotlights what's happening virtually at the best high school in the city of Atlanta.
We are proud scholars of South Atlanta High School, where our mission is to work daily to change the mindset of who we are and what we can be.
While our vision is a school that builds future leaders who will one day have a lasting impact in their communities and ultimately change the world.
Well, today is Thursday, December 10th, 2020, the 15th week of virtual teaching and learning. I am Susan.
I'm Austin.
And while virtual learning has been going pretty well, I still can't wait until all of us get back to face-to-face learning.
Remember, students, if we want to get back to face-to-face learning, we have to follow the CDC guidelines, which include washing your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds, covering your mouth when you cough or sneeze, practicing social distancing at least 6 feet apart, and wearing a mask in public. Hornets, you have another chance to win Chick-fil-A by joining the Winter Reading Challenge and Beanstack for December. Remember, you can access Beanstack in my backpack and your username is the same, but you will use Race to Read as your password.
Those students who are interested in playing baseball, there will be an informational meeting on December 15th at 6:00 p.m. in the parking lot. Hope to see you there.
Students, South Atlanta face-to-face tutorial is canceled for this week. It will resume next week.
Hornets, please help support South Atlanta High School's JROTC as they kick off Empty Stocking Fund 2020.
Beginning yesterday, JROTC placed a big box in front of the school. All teachers have to do is drop the toys off in the box when they report to work. The toys do not have to be expensive, but reasonable.
Once we collect the toys, we will find out what families in our community are in need of the toys. Then the toys will be distributed to the families in need. Happy day 3 of Computer Science Education Week.
So far, which activity have you enjoyed the most?
So far, I have enjoyed photography. Today, I was able to view a Nearpod activity of photography explaining how to take pictures, how to view them. And what I really liked about it was the colors and the way that you can take the pictures. So that was something that I really enjoyed, and I would love to take that into my future career.
That's cool. What category will you submit a project for in the second year?
You know, Austin, I'm debating on 2. I'm debating on photography or video production, but I'm more leaning towards video production because this is something that I love to do, especially with you guys.
I'm looking forward to today's activities. I'm interested in animation.
Oh, that's really cool. As we shared last week, computer science is very broad. You know, I didn't even realize that video production fell underneath the umbrella of computer science.
It does, and so does graphic design, photography, and audio production.
They sure do. And this week, we will have the exposure to several categories and an opportunity to submit a technology project for our district's tech fair.
And don't forget, today, West Rock will be here at 10 a.m. to host an hour of code with us.
Austin, could you please remind us what is Computer Science Education Week?
Sure. Remember that Computer Science Education Week is an annual call to action to inspire K-12 students to learn computer science, advocate for equity in computer science education, and celebrate the contributions of students, teachers, and partners in the field. As part of the hashtag CS for Good movement, this year we are proud to elevate hashtag CS for Social Justice.
According to Computer Science Teachers Association, the concept of social justice often refers to human rights, centered around improving the lives of groups historically marginalized based on race, ethnicity, nationality, gender, sexual orientation, age, religion, and disability.
The organizers of Computer Science Education Week decided to shine a light on how computer science can serve as a catalyst for social justice by creating the hashtag CS for Good movement. Without access to rigorous computer science and STEM courses, underrepresented students have limited opportunities and aspirations to develop computing knowledge.
Well, you guys, with all that being said, today's categories will focus on animation, audio production, and video production. Take it away, Austin, with animation.
Animation is a film format typically done through the use of technology like computers and even smartphones. It is the method where figures are manipulated to appear in motion. In the past, images had to be drawn or painted, but now you can simply be photographed and displayed in film.
That was very interesting to hear, Austin. Now on to video production. Video production is the process of producing video content. It's kind of similar to filmmaking, but the images are recorded digitally instead of with photographic film. A prime example of video production would be the Hornet's Buzz News team. As a team, we work together to produce video content for you all to view on YouTube. And finally, we have audio production. Take it away, Angela.
Audio production is all stages of producing music or sound using the computer application. This process is related to sound produced and synchronized with moving picture, film, television, or video. It involves sound design, sound effects, Foley, ADR, sound mixing, audio mixing, etc.
Thank you so much for sharing that information with us, Angela.
Please use the join code that your teachers have shared with you to view the various projects that you may get started on. Once started, be encouraged to create a project inspired by any social justice cause, whether it be to bring attention to voter suppression, police brutality, gender equality, racial biases, etc.
We will now have a few words from Miss Winston to get you started on today's activities.
Thank you, Susan. And I also have with me today Miss Bush, who teaches several computer science courses at South Atlanta. We are so excited about Hour of Code happening today, our 4th day of Computer Science Education Week with you all.
And it's super awesome to be invited. Thank you for having me with you on our special report today. The cool part is that this week we are definitely focusing on all elements of computer science as best we know how. And not to mention, you know, one thing about computer science, it's so multifaceted, you can just go all over the place with it. But hey, fun part about Thursday and Friday, we actually go into more, I guess what people say, more so computer science-ish kind of things. We've got coding, we have mobile app design, you name it, we've got it, and we want you guys to be a part of it.
We're so excited about Hour of Code that we have planned for you guys, hosted with West Rock. Some great things that are going to happen. We have some cool prizes for you. So make sure that you're trying, make sure that you stay open to learning new things. And it's going to be exciting. I promise you that.
You know, Ms. Winston, the Hour of Code is actually one of the best opportunities for all of our students, no matter color, creed, gender, or what have you. This is one opportunity where all students have an opportunity to explore the full world of computer science. Now, this week, we're now into the coding part, which a lot of times people say, oh, that's more computer science-ish, where you have an opportunity to look at how to program using programming languages, actually seeing animations on the screen, and making things really work. And in your own way, you make them pop. So definitely get involved with Hour of Code with West Rock this week.
Yes. And the other cool thing about coding is used in all industries, coding and programming. I also remember that a lot of you all asked when you were completing the registration for Hour of Code, what is coding? So that lets me know that you weren't fully aware of what it is, but you were definitely interested in learning a new skill. So coding is basically the language that programmers use to tell devices and computers what to do. And those devices can be appliances, they can be your handheld devices, your mobile devices, it can be a car, it can be a cash register. Any type of technology device uses code or a type of program so that it knows what to do. And that's, in a nutshell, what coding is. And you'll learn the basics, those who have signed up for beginner, and you'll get to learn some more advanced skills as it relates to coding for those who signed up for intermediate and advanced. Also want to be sure that you all are aware that this is just for those 71 students who registered for Hour of Code. So if by chance you missed the deadline and didn't get an opportunity to register for Hour of Code, we won't see you today at 10. We'll see you next semester. We'll have some more opportunities for Hour of Code, but today is for those students who registered. Your teachers have received a list of names of students, so we're looking forward to seeing you there on time at 10 o'clock. You'll also see the link for it in Google Classroom, so make sure that you're on time. We'll have some cool prizes for those who are trying hard, those who have several lines of code, and those who have some creative coding that you have authored. So be there, be square. All right, so the next topic that we have that we want to discuss with you guys is the tech fair. So this whole week has been Computer Science Education Week, and each day you've learned about different categories that you could submit a project for the tech fair, and we're virtually hosting this tech fair. So from Friday, tomorrow, the window will be open and you will see it in Google Classroom where you can submit your projects. And we're going to leave that window open until when, Ms. Bush? When does that window close?
That window will close the first Friday in January.
Okay. Yes, the first Friday in January, when you all return back, that window will close. So that means that you have even the time over the break. If you have started on a project and you wanted to put some finishing touches on it and you didn't want to rush over the break, you can do that. Students who have been competing in 3D case challenges, some of those presentations that you all have been doing, you can definitely use for multimedia. And you might also be encouraged to learn some animation and coding for animation that you can submit for either an animation project or a programming project. So just be open to listen and learn some new skills and be ready to submit those skills in the form of a project for the tech fair.
Ms. Winston, let's not leave out our healthcare students. They're currently working on some type of web apps in their classes. And of course, the introduction to digital technology students, hey, you guys are working on Scratch. So why not make that really be something of substance? Create your own stories or go ahead and do your own animations and maybe even consider jumping to maybe making your own game. How awesome would that be? So it's not even just about a remix. Original work is what we're looking for. So we're looking forward to seeing all students, and not to mention our visual art students. You guys are cranking out some great things in your classes too. So please, we want to see everybody at South Atlanta who wants to show off their creativity at the Tech Fair.
That's right. Those students who were taking classes with Toki Rome Taylor, I've had the opportunity to sit in some of those classes at the beginning of the school year. And I know we have some really talented students as it relates to digital art. So I'm hoping that they'll be encouraged to submit some projects as well. So now I'm going to give you some examples of the applications for the categories that you all worked on Tuesday, as well as the category for today. Okay, so hopefully you recall one of the categories for Tuesday was digital photo production. So those applications that you may use to submit a project for digital photo production are Adobe Creative Suite, and that includes Photoshop, Photoshop Express, Lightroom. All of those particular applications fall under the Adobe Creative Suite and can be used for editing digital photos. BeFunky, GIMP, PicMonkey, Pixlr, Pixel Maker, and photos made by Apple. All right. And for the graphic design category, the applications that you may use are Microsoft Publisher, Crayola Color Alive, Adobe Creative Suite again, Sketchpad, Toon Boom, Google Draw, Sketches for School, and Notes, which is another free application that you'll find on Macs as well as iOS devices made by Apple. So for today, we have three categories. Animation is one of those three categories. And for animation, there's several applications that you could use to complete an animation project for the Tech Fair. There's so many that to give you an exhaustive suggested list, it's going to take 2 slides. So I'm going to go ahead and share those with you. Scratch is at the top of the list, and Scratch is also an application that's going to be used for beginners in an hour of Code with Westrock today. Also, we have Alice, Adobe Animate CC, which is included in the Adobe Creative Suite. Crayola Easy Animation Studio, Toontastic, iFunface, the list continues on, Powtoon, Flipnote Studio 3D, iStopMotion, Stickbot, Plotagon, and Toon Boom. All of those are applications that you can use to submit a project for animation. The next category for today is audio production, and the applications that you may use for this particular category when creating your tech project are Audacity, GarageBand, which is an application that is created by Apple that can be used on a Mac or an iOS device, Wavasar, EarSketch, Adobe Audition, WavePad, and Acoustica. All right, and our last category for today is video production, one of my favorites. The applications that you can use for video production, a video production project include Adobe Premiere, which is what you're learning how to use if you're taking the broadcast/video production app class that's offered this semester being taught by yours truly. Other applications that you may use are Apple Final Cut Pro, Apple iMovie, which is free on a Mac or an iOS device, Wavashar, Filmora, also a free application, VDSC, another free video editor, and Shortcut. And these applications are suggested by the organizers of the State Technology Fair. Now, please do note that all of the lists that I have shared on Monday as well as today are suggestions. It does not have to be limited to the suggestions that have been offered. If there's an application that you would like to use for any of the categories that we've shared with you for the Tech Fair, if you're not sure, just reach out to me and I can let you know if that's an application that would be appropriate for the category that you're considering submitting a project for. All right, so again, looking forward to seeing you guys. At what time, Ms. Bush, are we going to see them?
We're going to see them at 10 a.m. this morning with West Rock.
That's right. See you guys then. Ta-ta for now.
I am so excited. Let's get started.
It is almost that time. But before we sign off, let's recite the school creed. I am a Hornet, responsible for what I become. I am a Hornet, not quitting until the race is won. I am a Hornet.
I stand with dignity and pride. I am a Hornet. Pushing all small things aside, I am a Hornet. There will never be another like me. I am a Hornet.
Standing tall, being all I can be, I am a Hornet. A leader, I show no fear. I am a Hornet. South Carolina, the school I hold dear.
Well, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in.
And have a great day of teaching and learning.
Ta-ta for now.
Dear alma mater, we pledge our loyalty. Through sacrifice and lofty goals, we humbly strive for thee. Oh, alma mater, you are dear. Dear alma mater, we proudly hail thy name. Through the years of happiness, joys, and tears, we'll dedicate our lives to you. Hail to South Atlanta, we'll always praise thy name. Through the years, we'll work each day with pride and dignity. Oh, South Atlanta, we love you. Alma mater, you are dear. South Atlanta,